Okay, race fans, climbing out of his number 6C, tonight's vintage feature winner, Tony Catlett. Tony, it looked like it was going to be the survival of the fittest out there. And
what they say, better be lucky than good.
Yeah, I mean, at one point you were the only car left on the track.
That's
you know,
right,
you
like
were.
And then my clutch ain't working. I don't know what happened to it. I lost clutch pedal there, so. But I thought Gerald, man, he should have won. I thought he had him covered.
Yeah, it looks like he got a right rear flat there with one to go.
I mean, I seen that it sucks for him. He come back up. I was like, well, he's gonna get it, whatever. And then I seen the smoke down here. I was like, what the hell is going on? And then, yeah, I guess the tire went down. So sucks for him, man.
Yeah, definitely. This class always puts on a good show. It's a shame the car count wasn't there where he wanted to be, but that might be the best feature finish of the night so far. Race cars together, and you got to thank all your crew and your sponsors.
Yeah, I want to thank Hilltop Ford. They help us out, and Catlett Racing, and of course my wife, my daughter, and my sister. They're always with me. So good to get a win at Potomac. I've only been here twice, so I fell into one.
All right, sir. Well, definitely congratulations and enjoy VP Victory Lane.
Hey, thanks.
Thank you again, sir.
Thank you.
All right, buddy. It's back up to you. Modified Mafia is up next. Okay, race fans, give it up for tonight's limited late model feature winner, Russell Irwin. Come on over here, Russ. First of all, sir, congratulations on the win. Sweeping the night with the fast time, the heat race win, and coming away with a pretty smooth power move there on the restart. You got Archer on the outside. You were able to get around Pilkington coming off the 4. Let's talk about that race.
Yeah, I mean, I just kind of rode there. I just figured I'd wait till a caution, and if I could get that outside, I knew there was something there. I qualified up a little higher than most of the rest of the guys. So, as long as you can get through them a little bit of bumps, and it's a little bit of character, but as long as you can get through them and keep it on all 4 tires, I felt like I could get a good grip up there and get around them guys. I just needed to buy my time, and we was up in Lernerville for the last 2 nights, and we won Friday night. Last night, I probably bided my time a little too long and wound up second, after, inverting me back to 5th. And, so I kind of, I wanted to come here and win. I ain't slept since Friday. So, we loaded up last night after we were done at Lernerville and got everything loaded in the truck and hauled ass back here. Drove all night. I let all my crew guys sleep, and I was going to try to sleep today, but I couldn't sleep. And just had stuff to do, and I didn't want to leave them out there working on stuff. So, I just stayed out there and worked with them and, got things turned back around to run tonight. And, racetrack's got a little character, but it's not terrible. I'd like to see it just a little bit smoother, but it made for a good race. You could move around down it, and the holes kind of, and the bumps kind of cause people to mess up a little bit. And, I think them guys were just kind of got themselves married to the bottom, trying to stay out of that rough stuff. And I just, I didn't really have anything to lose running 3rd, so I just said I'm gonna send it.
Yeah, definitely. It's a tough field here. It's 6 different feature winners. You add yourself to the list here, winning again here. You're no stranger to victory lane at this place. And then David and Missy have really put a lot of time and effort in trying to get this track in good conditions. I think the track conditions are getting better and better. So we'd like to see you back again. But I'm sure you got a lot of sponsors and crew that you need to thank on this hot rod. Without them, it probably wouldn't be possible.
Yeah, I mean, Eric Wells is, this new Infinity chassis is just, they just started building them last year, and these things are absolutely phenomenal. We were off a little bit when we started the year, and we just kept working on it, on the phone with him constantly, and just trying to find a good balance for me. And I'm telling you what, ever since we've got a balance that suits me and the way I like it, this thing has just been absolutely awesome. I mean, this car and my supercar they're both just absolutely unbelievable cars. They drive so good. I get up, get through them holes, and I couldn't ask for a better car, really. James Stevens, he does the shocks on this stuff, and him and Eric are just, everything that they're doing is just it really suits me. So huge thanks to Jim Stevens and Eric Wells both. Chris Sumner for building us a heck of a motor there with Power Source, and we've had some struggles with some carburetor stuff here, but we put a brand new carburetor on it today and tried it here, and it was absolutely awesome. Restarts good, it runs good. So thanks to all them guys. Witt Brothers, Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Possum's Quarter Farms, Collins Signs, Fritz's Car Care, M&L Groceries, Kaiser Manufacturing, Skippy Johnson Motorsports, just everybody that helps on this deal. Thomas Clark Performance. There's so many people, man. I couldn't do it without them. Really couldn't.
All right, sir. Well, congratulations and enjoy a well-deserved VP victory lane. Thank you. Runner-up, Joey Love. Where are you at, Mr. Love? Okay, race fans, give it up for your runner-up position tonight. The 008, Mr. Joey Love. Love, it looks like you followed Russell there, and once he jumped up on the high side on that restart, you kind of followed him, and you were able to get around Archer. Thought you might have had something there for him on the last restart, but he just kind of fired off and took off and with the win. But a run-up spot's not too bad following behind Russell.
Yeah, Russell's he's one of the best in this tri-state area, so running a close second to him, what I thought that was close for how good he is. But yeah, I got up top. I was a lot better up top than the bottom. And then once we got on that long run, the top was smoother, and I was just trying to find the smoothest way around. But I thought if I could keep them in my sights and wind the laps down a little bit, I could maybe get an edge on them. But Russell doesn't slip up, so he got through the runs a lot better than I did. If I got through them a little bit better, I think a couple more adjustments I'd like to go back and make for a track like this. But all in all, good night. Coming from 6th on a rough racetrack like this to 2nd, we're going to take that all day long.
All right, well, Mic check, mic check. There it is. It definitely takes a lot of crew and sponsors to keep these race cars hitting the track. Thank you for sponsor.
Yeah, this is actually a new car. We just put it together last night. And we were up to about 2 in the morning getting it together, and then we didn't get here until about 20 minutes for hot laps. So a little rougher racetrack we like on a new car we just put together, but to come out here and run second with it. It's Ray Love Concrete. They bought this car. It's their motor. I just jumped in it, so I put my car back to a crate. But my dad, Ray Love Concrete, my brother John, BMF race cars. It's the second BMF we got out of Tennessee. Corey Hitchcock, Chad Hitchcock. They answer the phone anytime I call them and give me any info I ask for. So they run good in the tour when they run it, and they're getting us tuned in. We just need to race a little more. But for a new car, we got it straight. Come home second, I'll take it.
All right, well, congratulations, sir. All right, race manager, third place finisher tonight, current point leader here in the limited late models, Jeremy Pilkerton. Jeremy, you started off there good. You had him covered there at the beginning, and then that caution came out, and it looks like this Russell took that high side. He was able to get around you, and same thing with Joey. But we're coming down to one more points race after the night. Gives you a little more of a cushion. You're probably going to be around 19 points or something like that. So I know that's got to be on your mind for the next race. You want to talk about that run a little bit?
Yeah, I felt really good in the beginning, and then I went into one, and I just destroyed a hole down there, and it shut the car off, and it never steered the same after that. And on the center and on the exits, the front end was just bouncing really, really bad. So I think it probably blew the shock out. And I knew once that happened and the caution came out that I was probably not in a good spot anymore. But yeah, we just kind of held on there, and I was kind of riding, hoping that something would change, but it just, the shock or something's blown out in the front end. So go back and fix it. And yeah, the points thing, I'm not really worried about it. You know, I spent my time worrying about that when I was younger. It's over now. Yeah, I still have to go to work Monday morning, so no one's going to be like, oh, it's a champion, you know. So.
Yeah, I know you have a lot of sponsors in your car, your crew, and everybody helps you out. And give a quick shout out to them, and we get these street stocks up here next.
Yeah, I got to thank my guys, Matt, Aaron, Kyle, CJ, Ryan, my dad, Jimmy Quaid for helping me a little bit tonight. Definitely Doc, I know he's in the stands tonight, Alexander Chiropractor, Brady Mechanical, East Coast Construction, Nelson Seal Coating, Able Auto Glass, Dean Guy Masonry, Maga Mechanical Contractors, Loveville Lawn Care, Usman Seafood, Alvey Brothers, Riverside Heating and Air, CNC Plumbing, everyone on the car, man, they help us a lot, and we'll come back and do a couple more shows.
All right, Jeremy, congratulations on your third place finish, and we'll see you in a couple weeks. All right, buddy, back up to you.
Check out. He wants to get back to victory lane. This was the lead for him. Billy Hell, 2 in a row for the Garmin Pro Ranks. Rolling down the penalty for BP Fuel Racing victory lane.
Yes, sir, buddy, for the second time back-to-back, tonight's Street Stock feature winner, Kyle Randall. All right, Kyle. Well, took a little time to get you here for the first time, and you come back here, you do it back to back. You had a very good pill draw, put you right there on the outside where I know you like to be. And I don't know what you figured out in this 12X, but you got it. The Hansons were all over you, but you were able to pull them off. I know that you did not want to see that late race caution. Wyatt was all over you, but you were able to hold them off. Let's talk about that race.
Yeah, like I said in the pill draw, it's all about starting position. You, it's all about, it's all about, it's all about. It don't work.
Just keep talking.
It don't matter about start position. You know, if you start up front, you have a good shot, and to defend the Hansons like that is, it's pretty hard. Base or Wyatt put his nose down in there, and I saw it. And I just went into defense mode and hoping, prayed I could put it down there.
Yeah, definitely walk up here a little bit. Yeah. You definitely put on a show. I mean, all the races tonight have been really well. They've come down to pretty much the very end. And you said you saw his nose, but you were just able to pull off and hold him off.
Yeah, no, the car started really freeing up there towards the end, and I thought I was gonna step on my own pecker again like I did a couple weeks ago, but I don't know. I saw the grader out here earlier, and it kind of scared me a little bit. They started scraping it. I was like, man, the track surface was perfect. But my buddy said the high side was there, so I said, screw it. I was gonna go up there. I was gonna put it up there and let her eat.
All right. Well, it definitely takes a lot of sponsors and crew to help get these cars to and from the racetrack, at the racetrack, and work on them at the racetrack. You want to tell us about your crew?
Yeah, I can't thank my dad, Chad, and Billy enough, man. I really don't do a whole lot, and when I do, it's very minor. But I mean, we've got 4 brand new pair of shoes on this thing. I've never been on a brand new set of tires in my life. I mean, I usually use Jeremy's old sets that he gives me, and I just run them till I can't run them no more. So I gotta thank them so much for everything, and of course all my sponsors, man. You know, Servicon Facilities, Mechanical Services, Arundel Fuel Injection Corporation, Brady Mechanical Service, R&S Auto and Truck Repair, Low Pro with the GoPro, Seaboard Asphalt. Just everybody that gives me any type of hand in this is absolutely amazing. And my wonderful fiance, which I get to marry here in a few months, that I forgot about in the last one, but I had to make it up this time.
All right, Kyle. Well deserved. Enjoy Victory Lane. Maybe we'll see you again before the end of this year.
I don't know. On this streak, we might keep coming to it.
All right, sounds good. All right, buddy. Back up to you for the Roadsters.
Under the car.
Speedway for transgender down to BC Fuels, Victory Lane, and Billy L with Dominic King, our winner.
Okay, race fans, climbing out of the number 18, tonight's Roadster feature winner, Dominic King.
Yes, sir.
I know, right?
Dominic, first of all, congratulations on the win. You were right there with Lawman. Looks like he had some problems with his wheel. I don't know if you see what's behind that sign. So I don't know how many more laps you would have been able to hold on. Steven Suit was there behind you, and Justin was there, but you were able to hold them off. Definitely a caution-filled race, but you were able to work through all the cautions and take the win. Let's talk about that race.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I knew that tire was going. I could feel it was getting slick. But we had wiring issues with this thing last week. Got it fixed, and here we are.
All right, yeah, I know it takes a lot to keep these cars running, and you know, the sponsors and all your crew.
J&R Towing and J&R Recycling. And, you know, all these guys here that always put up with me.
All right, sir. Well, you're a 2-time feature winner this year. Congratulations. Enjoy Victory Lane, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, buddy. We're going to sign off from down here. We'll send it back up to you.